is after Rhino's Pass, there's that goes pretty much straight into Hardknott Pass, and that is very challenging. Now the video for this is not going to do it justice. It's not really going to show quite how steep it is and how angled the switchbacks are, but hopefully it gives you a little bit of an impression. It's 30% both the ascent and the descent. Very difficult, very challenging. Definitely not one for inexperienced riders. Definitely not. You need to. You really need to have confidence. And here you go. This is what I was saying about buses and stuff. You really need to have a bit of experience for doing it, getting round the switchbacks on such a steep hill. And I'm not too embarrassed to say that it scared the hell out of me. It's just very, very challenging. Alfie did me very proud. You certainly wouldn't really be wanting to do it on a sports bike or a tourer or something like that, to be honest. It's yeah, the switchbacks are really, really tight, hairpin bends on a 30% hill, so yeah, very, very challenging. And without further ado, here is Hardknott Pass, and I apologise about the audio. Unfortunately, I forgot to turn my helmet cam mic on, so the only audio is from the GoPro. So you don't get to hear me streaming. But here you go. there you go. That's Hardknott Pass. And the great thing about Hardknott Pass, and certainly doing it in that direction after Rhino's Pass, is that you get to arrive at the Woolpack Inn, which is a really great place, amazing little pub. The food is fantastic. Once again, quite expensive, but you know, after the challenge of Hardknott Pass, it's definitely a place to treat yourself afterwards and sort of recover a bit from the shock of the roads that you were just on. Now, one of the things about Hardknott Pass is you really need to be doing it in first gear. You need to be on the clutch, so you need to be controlling everything on the clutch. Very little on the brakes at all. In fact, I'm not sure that I used the brakes at all, except there was one bit where on the descent after going over the pass, we were stuck a bit behind some traffic that was passing, so we were stationary for a bit. Now, that's another thing, another challenge, because these passes, very tiny roads, but there's I don't know if you can see that in the video, but there's a stream of diesel or oil or something on the road on the other side. Anyway, yeah, the passes are two-way. Most of it, well, you know, quite a lot of it is too narrow for vehicles to pass, so there are stopping, you know, there are passing places, and that poses a particular challenge for bikes, because realistically, once you start on the pass, you do not want to stop, because those passing places are on 30% hills, and and that's not really a good situation to be in on a bike, to have to stop. Fortunately, the vehicles that we did pass stopped themselves, so we were able to go all the way through. Stopped briefly right at the very top, and but we did have to stop a bit on the way down. And one of the things that you will have seen in the video there was that we were following a couple of little minibuses, and this is a real pain. I mean, it's challenging enough getting cars up and down the passes, but these minibuses that are doing tours around the passes, I mean, it's just ridiculous. They're huge vehicles trying to get up and down these passes. I mean, they do it, but it causes such a headache for other traffic. It is possible, obviously, to do these passes in cars, but I would certainly say the best way of seeing the Lake District and going around these passes is on a bike. You really get a true sense of, you know, of the majesty and so on, and the whole, you know, the scenery all around you. It's quite amazing. Any road, that is pretty much it. I hope you've enjoyed the video. It's been, I mean, it's been absolutely amazing. It's been the most amazing roads. It's the scariest roads. I mean, I must admit, going over Hardknott Pass, I have never been so scared in all my life, I don't think. But definitely worth it, absolutely, without doubt, worth it. So there you go. That's my video. Thanks, many thanks to Leeds Rider. He knows the area fairly well. He's been coming here for a number of years, and was a great guide. Was able to take me around some fantastic roads, and see, you know, some just amazing sights. So many thanks. And now I'm leaving the lakes. I've got a long journey ahead of me. I'm going all the way down to London now. And home. I am going to be stopping off very briefly at my sister's, because half of my stuff is at my sister's, and that over there is Lake Windermere. So I'm just leaving Ambleside now. So yeah, long journey ahead. But yeah, so thanks for watching. Let me know what you think. If you've ever thought of visiting the Lake District, do. It is just absolutely out of this world. I mean, I think a lot of people just don't really appreciate what England has to offer, especially if you live in the south. The scenery, as you know, as you get north, is, you know, does start to get spectacular. I mean, the Peak District is stunning. There's some fantastic scenery around. The Yorkshire Dales again is stunning. And the thing about there is that there's very few places, towns and stuff around the Dales, so it's a bit less spoilt, as it were, than the Peak District. Not that the Peak District is particularly spoilt, but it does get a lot of a huge amount of tourism, and especially with places like Buxton, Bakewell, Ashbourne, and so on. But then the Lake District is something else again. It's truly stunning. And you know, if you live anywhere in England and feel that there's not much of any particular interest around where you are, if your landscape is a little bit flat and dull, then head to the Peak District. Once you've experienced that, head to the Yorkshire Dales, and then one day make your way to the Lake District. It will blow your socks off. It will stun you. It's such an amazing place. Anyway, I've gone on about that long enough. Thanks for watching. As always, ride safe, take care, and I'll catch you next time. Bye for now.